Всем привет! Я решила записать видео со своей подругой Американкой, чтобы вы послушали ее и ее мнение по поводу жизни в Штатах, свое мнение как иммигрантки я уже рассказывала. Я думаю, вам будет интересно услышать мнение человека, который родился и вырос здесь. Видео будет на английском, кому что не ясно, там вверху кнопочка есть, можно перевести видео на любой язык, который вам нужен. Также мы поговорим про украинскую еду, потому что я с Украины и всех своих знакомых американцев я кормлю варениками, борщом и сырниками. Так что устраивайтесь поудобнее и погнали!
Hello everybody, my name is Jane. I am 28 and I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I would consider myself a multifaceted individual. I do a lot of things for work. You know, I have my 9-to-5, which is a corporate job by day. I host networking events, which means that I gather young professionals in my city to nice venues with a nice ambiance and food and drinks. We have a good time. Also, I am starting a podcast. It's taken a while. Shut up, Kate. I am starting a podcast for women. Also, men can watch too, but for the most part, it's going to be women's voices telling stories of how we've overcome and to be bold in our pursuits. Wouldn't everyone like to see Kate come on camera? This is my Kate.
Sugar Mama Kate.
She's my sugar mama.
Posted on Instagram that I'm gonna interview you.
Okay.
And I asked my followers what kind of questions they wanna ask you. Mm-hmm. And one of the questions was, would you like to live in Europe?
So, as you know, I've only been to Europe once, and it was over a 24-hour layover in Madrid. And to be honest, I didn't really like it because it was dirty. But there were a lot of really nice people there. I met a lot of people from Africa. This guy from Casablanca, he showed me and my friends around. Like, it was great, but I don't know, it's just kind of dirty. But maybe I'm biased for a 24-hour like layover. But usually I can determine whether I'm gonna like a city or not 24 hours. So within 24 hours. So I don't know. I would definitely try it again. But yeah, I would do a short term in Europe. I want to actually move to Singapore, as you know, but I mean, I would go and stay in Europe for 6 months and travel and eat well and see the architecture. I'm an architecture snob, so you know, any great architecture, you guys put it in the comments, and I would love to visit one day.
Okay, great. The next question is, as you know, United States is the country for immigrants. Mm-hmm. And some people were asking if Americans see Europe as a good continent to live, like as a better place to live than America.
I feel like I don't know a ton about Europe, but what I would think is that Europe is very comparable to the States. I feel like things are more expensive in Europe. I feel like there are a lot of maybe parallels between America and the States. But one of the things about Europe that I feel like it's a little bit deeper than the United States is just the rich culture that you really get going to Europe. America's very bland in that respect. Like, we have, you know, north, south, east, west, and there are very much so distinctions in those spaces. But I feel like the culture in Europe is more broad, more deep, more culturally in depth than that in the United States. So I would say that from a cultural aspect, I feel that Europe has the upper hand. I feel like there's more focus around families in Europe than there are in the United States. Everyone in the United States I feel like our culture in the United States is very individualistic. It provides you more of an individual freedom. which can also be seen as good. But because of my beliefs, I am a huge believer in the family unit. So maybe going to Europe wouldn't be so bad because of the centralized family aspect that I see in Europe. But I think they're pretty much comparable, like overall. I think that also the cuisine in Europe is probably more fresh than the States. We use a lot of preservatives here. And I love the emphasis on cuisine in Europe. You know, America, we have McDonald's. We have McDonald's.
I like cookout more.
Oh my God, that's even worse. Actually, I think it's better than McDonald's.
It's better than McDonald's because I tried McDonald's in Europe, and the best McDonald's I ever had was in Poland.
What made it the best?
So they have different seasonal burgers, and they also have curly fries.
Ooh,
It's like my favorite. curly
Poland.
fries.
We see
Poland.
you. We
Yeah.
see you.
Yeah, and then the second favorite was in Germany.
Wow, why?
I would say probably because I was hungry and I didn't have money for food, so I just ate McDonald's for a week.
And it was good, right? It hit the
That
spot.
was good because I was hungry. I was hungry.
But
I was a poor student.
she was a poor student, but now she's rich.
Oh my god. Stop.
But yeah, so McDonald's, I mean, I would say it's great if that's all we have, but I prefer, you know, the pastas from scratch and, you know, like the homemade sauces. My sugar mama Kate, she be cooking for me, y'all. She love me.
Oh, actually, about food.
Yes.
Why don't you tell what kind of like Ukrainian food
I don't
you
remember the
tried?
names, Kate. Just
Okay,
tell them what I ate and
okay.
I'll tell them how I liked it.
Okay, so she had вареники,
Which one was that?
pierogies.
What's vareniki?
It's the Ukrainian name, actually Russian. Вареники in Ukrainian. So pierogies, those like
Oh,
dumplings.
the same. Okay. They're the
Yeah.
same. That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The dumplings. You had with
The mushroom.
potato and mushroom.
Yes.
How was that?
I really love them. And so, what I did was, I like them as is. I love the dumplings as is. I did not eat it with sour cream though, so I'm gonna have to try it again with sour cream.
Okay.
But I actually went and brought some prosciutto and then wrapped the pierogi in the prosciutto and ate it that way too, and it was really good. So I would definitely buy that from the grocery store.
Okay, and then you had zucchini pancakes.
Oh my gosh. Kate cooked me homemade zucchini pancakes. And I'm like, what is this? She's like, zucchini pancake, we eat it all the time. And I'm just like, so good.
Cottage cheese pancakes.
The cottage, I was really surprised that first of all, we don't eat cottage cheese like that in America. Like very rare people do pick up cottage cheese, but like more so than not, people do not eat cottage cheese in America. We eat American cheese or mozzarella. But those cottage cheese pancakes, it reminded me a little bit of like a cheese Danish.
I never had it.
Oh, you gotta have a cheese Danish.
Okay. Borscht, the red soup.
Oh, the borscht. It was so good. That was the first thing you made me.
Yeah.
It was delicious. I told her I need the recipe.
Okay, and then what else we had?
We had those pastes, those fish pastes.
Oh, yeah. So I went to the Russian store and I got caviar and I got pashtet, fish paste. So yeah, we had that, and I don't remember, to be honest. And I also gave you like to try a bunch of different Ukrainian candies back in the day.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, a couple of months ago. Yeah, and I don't remember. Do you remember what else you tried?
I mean, everything that I've had from Kate, because she is honestly a chef. So speaking of multifaceted, okay, my girl is a lawyer. She is a chef. She's a fashionista. She's a TikTok star. I mean,
Cleaning business.
she has a cleaning business. I mean, if you want to get into business, talk to your girl. But I mean, she's honestly a really great chef. I mean, I don't know anything that she's given me that I have not liked.
Oh, thank you.
Don't blush over here.
Oh
look
my
at her
God.
blush. She's
Oh my
like,
God.
good.
You told me so many compliments.
Yeah, but they were so good.
I haven't heard a compliment from my husband for a long time.
Well, where's he at? Let's go bend him over our knees and.
No, I'll just get more cats.
She's actually not playing.
And he's allergic to cats.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Wow. How is he able to sit with the boys and bonding?
I think he already got used to the cats because I got them when they were kittens. So, but he's good. What do you think about Ukrainian people?
I mean, Kate's the only Ukrainian person that I know. But I love Kate.
Say Slava Ukraini. Slava
Slava
Ukraini.
Ukrainia.
Slava Ukraini.
Slava Ukrainia. She's gonna teach me. What's your name?
Ukrainian.
Ukrainian.
Героям слава. Okay. So as a person who was born here in America,
Yeah.
tell us all the for the future immigrants, all the pros and cons living in the United States from your perspective, because as a person like me, I just got here 5 years ago. I have different opinions. I hate taxes. I hate taxes because I pay a lot of tax, and I hate insurance because it's a scam. I have apartment insurance. I have health insurance. I have car insurance. They even offered me insurance for my cats.
Oh, wow.
And yeah.
Do they pay your cat's doctor bills?
I didn't buy that. I didn't buy the cat insurance. Yeah. And unfortunately, my health insurance doesn't cover my dental treatment. So, and there's
you need dental insurance.
So yeah, tell us all the pros and cons.
You know, it's so funny that you explain your experience in that way. It's very like structured and compartmentalized into like different things that you can point out. I feel like it's different. Like, I feel like you know more about what it's like to be in the United States than I do. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of times when you're born into the United States, everything is just already there. These systems are already set up in place. By the time we reach, 16, 17, our parents already have these things put in place like insurance. And so we don't have to think about it. It's like, well, this is what you do. So I think that that's a really critical point, is like, I wouldn't have that same look on it because that's what I've grown up doing. And just like whenever we talked about you cook for 5 hours or something, the bread or something for 5 hours, 10 hours. It was something you cook for 10 hours and you're like, we do this all the time back home. This is like nothing. Remember? What'd you cook for 10 hours?
What was that? Do you remember?
You had it. You said I think it might have been the bread. Something you cooked for 7-10 hours. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Well, she made something, and I was like, that takes too long. Like in America, we pop stuff in the microwave. We ain't finna spend 10 hours cooking anything. And so I feel like it's the same trade-off when it comes to certain systems like insurance and like taxes, because I mean, of course we don't want to pay it, but it's something that we grow up with. So it's just natural for us to accept things more so than somebody coming in from a different place. So I think that's an interesting take on it. But as far as my perspective of living in the United States, I have no complaints. I think that life in the United States is much more privileged than other places, just for the simple fact that you do have an opportunity to do whatever it is that you want. I mean, I know so many great people who have made wonderful careers out of just doing what they're most passionate about. And there is a customer base that's here for everybody. As long as you can commit to the value that you provide and uphold, great service while doing it, you can literally turn anything into a business. You can make money and there's opportunity. Kate, you're going back to school, right?
Yeah.
Kate, my girl Kate, I'm telling you, y'all better watch out for my girl Kate, okay? Because she's going to be a lawyer, a chef, a TikTok star. She can do whatever she wants.
And thanks to United States.
Yeah.
Everything thanks to United States. Because if I didn't immigrate here back in the day, I wouldn't be able to do all of that.
And there are systems here to help you. Now, sometimes, what you will hear, especially in American media, is that there are barriers for certain people to get in certain places. And that is very true. Like, we can't knock that there are certain barriers going into certain industries or, being able to get certain funding for whether it be housing loans. There are, blockages on certain institutions that should be for everybody. But, sometimes it is a little choosy on who they allow to do what. However, honestly, if you have any lick of determination and you have a good work ethic, you will honestly succeed. I don't care what's in your way. And I'm a testament to that because, I've not had any super blockages, but I've had rough times with jobs and finding work. And honestly, I just stayed focused. I knew my goal. I know who I am. I know my value. I know my worth. And because I'm able to articulate that in a way that is adding value, again, value add is key. What value are you adding to whatever company, to whatever business, to whatever customer base that you're going after? Whatever it is that you want, you can achieve it if you have that value add. People are not going to just pay you because you're pretty. I mean,
Only fans.
I know. I was going to say that. I was just going to say that.
Do what you do, but add value.
Add value.
And don't spend all of your money on shit. Don't spend your money on clothes, on fast fashion. Just invest your money in yourself. Yeah, invest your money somewhere in crypto, in stocks, whatever.
I mean, and that's key. It's don't be vain. It's easy to get caught up in the consumer culture here in America because you see the nice cars, you see everybody has the nice drip, everybody has a lot of these things, and people want things just to prove themselves as a piece of or part of high society. But honestly, the biggest thing you should take away is your confidence, your morals, your character, your work ethic. All of these things will get you into a great position in the United States, and you can be like your girl Kate out here flourishing.
You're making me blush. I'm already red.
Actually, let's honestly talk about you, Kate, because we hear all of this other stuff about you, Kate. Honestly, let's talk about your journey right now that you're on.
I feel like I already told everything.
What'd they tell you? What'd you tell them?
To my followers. Well, I told them that I was born in Ukraine, and then When I was 15 years old, I went to college. I was studying law for 2 years. Then I went to Poland. I was studying international business and trade for 3 years. Then I came here. Was working 2 jobs at first. Got married. Opened a business. Got cats. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
They know.
She's gonna have a kid soon, by the way.
They know. They know everything.
But
Yeah.
now you're on something new.
Okay, fine. I'm going to college.
Again. Woo!
Again! At 24. Wow. I would like to be a divorce attorney, lawyer, whatever they say it right. Yeah. But it's not like I'm taking the full year. I'm gonna take a couple of classes at first to see if it's gonna be like good for me, because you know in Ukraine, in Poland, you can't take a couple of classes. If you go to university or to college, you have to take like the full semester or the full year, and that's what was stopping me from going to college here, because I thought I'm gonna pay like 20,000 like for the semester, and then I will realize I don't want to study this, but my money gonna be gone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I mean, you don't. You can take classes,
Yeah,
individual classes.
yeah,
here.
that's what I want to try. At first, I want to take a couple of classes, and then see what happens.
I mean, Kate's. Look, anything. Listen, Kate can do what? How many piece of puzzles? How many?
1,000.
She does 1,000-piece puzzles in a day. Okay, listen. I'm still stuck on the 500 that she convinced me to buy, and I still haven't finished it.
The thing is, no matter how good, like how many good things you're gonna tell about me, I can guarantee that there will be haters who gonna say, oh, she has an accent, or she said that wrong, or yeah, why you lying, Jane?
I'm not lying.
She is actually Biden's spy. Oh, actually, did you know that some people believe that Biden is paying me, so I would tell them good stuff about United States?
Well, Biden is sure not paying me.
Hey, listen, I would like him to pay me. Yeah, I would like with
Pay
this money,
me.
pay me. Like, I will take your money and buy my cats some nice food.
Right. And she loves her cats.
I do.
But no, I mean, ultimately, if you ever come to the States, you'll figure it out for yourself. You know, if you think she's lying, just come to the States.
Some people don't have the guts to go for it.
Well,
So-
why not?
Because it's easier to sit on a couch and judge other people than just go follow your dream.
Well, you know, if you stick in a place of comfort, you know, you'll never get what life is worth living for you. You will always be on the couch. And this is what I tell a lot of people that are close to me. It's like, do you want all that life has to offer for you? Or do you want to live until you're 50, 60, 70 years old and then regret that you never made that next step, never made the next leap? I know that's probably one of my biggest fears, is that I don't want to regret not pursuing what my heart is desiring. And I think a lot of people, especially in old age, they get very depressed, or are currently depressed in their own age, because something's missing in their life. And I think in all of us, there's a place, an innate feeling or drive or motivation to do something bigger than ourselves. And I know I found that out when I was in college. Well, I knew that all my whole entire life, but I started this journey in college where I was starting to extend myself and put myself in a different position, to learn more, to get around different types of people, to experience because I longed for it. I knew that was in my heart, that was in my spirit, that I wanted to go for it and to be able to do something big. And I didn't know what it was. And a lot of times people think that you have to have an answer to get started. And that's one thing I like about Kate. I'm gonna keep giving homage to Kate because y'all not finna talk about my friend, okay? So whoever y'all are, y'all better listen. You listen to me good, okay? That's what I love about Kate. My girl is fearless. When did you move out? From home?
When I was 15.
This girl been out here hustling since 15.
Actually, my mom kicked me out, basically.
Well, my girl got kicked out. We ain't telling that part of the story. But my thing is, my girl has been hustling since 15. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what I would have done in 15. This girl traveling to Poland. Where else?
I went to Italy, Germany, Czech Republic, Austria. Yeah.
She traveled all over Europe, honey, at 15, boo. So what's your excuse?
17.
17.
Yeah.
So what is your excuse?
Oh, they're gonna say, she had rich parents.
Did you?
No, my mom is a doctor and all she makes is like $500 a month as a doctor.
Well, I don't know what the currency is over there, so what is the conversion?
It's not that a lot. It's like it's nothing. It's nothing. So like the gallon of gas right now in Ukraine is $7, and with that salary, she has to pay $7 per gallon of gas. But right here, like Americans with like bigger salaries, they complain for $4 of gas.
And we do.
Yeah.
Well, Kate, we've been paying $2.50 and $3 for gas.
Okay, but there's the gas for $3.50. Like that's not a lot.
That's a lot. Okay, when you come from paying $1.94 per gallon, and you got to look at the increase. So it was $1.94 when I was a kid. Now it's like almost $4 or $5. That's a huge increase per gallon, Kate.
That was actually $3.58 at the nearest gas station.
Now, but I'm saying when it went up, like over the pandemic. And
okay, but then look at that this way. When you were a kid, you could buy a nice house like for
100,000.
Yeah.
And now it's all like 600,
million,
800, so that's what I'm saying. Everything went up.
But like people don't complain about like anything else but the gas.
Oh, we're complaining about housing.
Okay, houses too.
We're complaining.
I complain about my bread. So I like French brioche bread, and that bread was $5.99.
Okay.
Now it's $8.99.
You know what I say to those types of arguments? First world problems. There are so many more problems in the world than bread and gas. You know?
Honestly, I don't know what else to ask you. So I think whoever is watching this video, they can comment below if you have any questions, and maybe we can do the second interview.
Yes, guys, let me know. If you need more motivation, let us know down in the comments.
But so you know, I'm gonna block all haters immediately.
All haters will be blocked.
I'm paying for my phone, for my internet, and I don't wanna read anything.
You are getting blocked.
Yes.
Let's hug it out.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.